Earlier this week, we read about Lily Brown and the world that she made in her paintings. This is another book that is not as much of a story, but it does show some cool things you can do in your drawings and ways you can make some things look like other things. So here's another example of some cool things you can do with your imagination and take things that are inside of your imagination and get them out into the real world to share with others. It's called Except If, and it's written and illustrated by Jim Averbeck. Except If by Jim Averbeck. An egg is not a baby bird, but it will become one, except if it becomes a baby snake who will slither along the ground on its belly, except if it's a baby lizard. So it was a snake, and then he just added something, changed the picture, added legs, and turned it into a lizard. Who will scurry up the wall on sticky feet and eat flies. I wonder what's going to change here, except if it grows into a dinosaur. Who will stand as high as the hills and eat whatever it wants, except if, what do you think is going to change here? Oh, it is a fossil whose jaws will form a craggy cliff ledge, sharp and bare, except if it shelters a soft, downy nest that will rest between rocky teeth, except if it is spring, when it will cradle a pale blue egg, which will not necessarily become a baby bird, except if it does. One of the reasons I love sitting and drawing, sometimes, and drawing when I'm like doing something else, like just doodling around, is that I can take some shapes and not really have a plan with what I'm going to do with them, and then just turn them into something. Today on Seesaw, I'm going to make some shapes, and I want you to think, well, this looks like a donut or this looks like a spiral, except if I turn it into this. So I'm going to put some shapes down and then you use your imagination to turn it into something else.